Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Penn State's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Looking to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Power football with the run. At the 35, he's loose. Can anyone catch him? Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, what a move! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolverines offense has the ball for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays.
Just plowing ahead. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 29.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
On second down, he's looking downfield. And the ball is intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. Cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Let's line up in a goal line defense. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're in.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arizona came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. The fact, this wasn't ever really in question. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything. Sounds like they had a good one there. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass and make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to pass it on second down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A 3rd and long coming up here.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Finds his big tight end.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Leaves it with the running back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense.
Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Oh, and what a move. What a juke, and he makes it past the marker.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful a reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. You wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Got his man in the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, going up top. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Offense getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Parks. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Parks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The give to the tailback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is They have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Makes a man miss.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got his man out of the backfield. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's where? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The Wolverines get it past the sticks. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Moving away from pressure. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And right down the middle. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley.
And the Nittany Lions will try to kick the things underway in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Running to the left. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give on the inside. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Got a man. It's Ware. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The throw. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and we're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about big fella in the middle? Completely
headed to the end zone. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running for it on 4th down. Touchdown Wolverines! And the punishment has been extended.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats, and all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
38, Penn State, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Reads it, fires complete. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's going to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's
fires into traffic, picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT, Nice job by this D.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg. Extending the play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Lets it fly. What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab outside. It's Parks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Keeps it going. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a 1st down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete on the right side. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quick.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Hit the gas. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those build-off, David, that you're talking about.
He's got him in the flat. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. They're going to throw it again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They're trying to get to it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the field and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Time to take a shot. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Just complete and utter dominance in this one.